Okay, now let's do the fun stuff. Oh, we forgot to say who we are. I'm Sean.
This is Drew.
And we are totally space brained out because it's 11 something at night. But we want to get you guys our reviews before you get cracking to your LCSs tomorrow. This is our top 10.
Pow. 10.
Top 10 comics for the week. We just did our Skip It's and Meh and Mez, and we're about to get to our top 10s. If you missed it, in case you missed it, check this out. This is our convention exclusive for MegaCon. This is going to be awesome. I mean, it is awesome.
Yes, it is.
It's our convention exclusive for MegaCon. It's Carla Cohen. It's Batman 89. The trade dress is limited to 3,000. The minimal trade dress is only limited to 999. Now, as you guys know, they publish the minimum order for a retailer for the minimal trade dress is 1,500. We are destroying 501 copies of this book in order to get the print run to 999, which means we get to cherry pick the best copies, which is awesome.
Very true.
And it's going to be a very limited pre-sale on Thursday coming up this week. So I know if you're watching this in the future, you missed it.
Yep.
If you're watching it right now, don't miss it.
Yes.
So this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're only going to sell 100 copies of the book. That's it. 100 copies and Dunzo. That's it.
Whoa.
That's it. So
We could have some for the show.
that's right, for the show.
Show.
Everyone who got the Moon Knight exclusive,
If you did get the Moon Knight exclusive.
yeah, congratulations. That thing blew the crap up. It's awesome.
Yes.
Going bananas. So anyway, let's get started on our top 10 comics of the week.
You know a book is hot when a retailer is reaching out to you. Hey, can you sneak me out a copy? It's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Quite a few.
Yes.
We're asking you that. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Number 10.
10.
Boom.
I got Lasher.
I have Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy in the last episode that we just did in our Skip It's and Mez. Drew did not like it. I loved this issue. I loved it because I was LOLing many times during it. Al Ewing is writing this. It's a refreshing dose of comedy. I did not like the fact that I don't know when Hercules became a giant wuss.
Yes.
And he's not drinking everybody under the table and causing a ruckus.
Yes.
But he is. We get to find out where the Power Stone is. Yeah, we find that out. And it's fantastic. There's plenty of jabs to... I love the He-Man jab. It's fantastic. You thought it was overplayed.
I've already said my
loved
thoughts. I said my thoughts on it.
I
Watch the
loved
previous
it.
video.
I loved it. We have totally opposite views on this one. If you like Drew's opinions on stuff, maybe don't pick it up. If you tend to side with me on some things, give it a shot. I loved it. It's a fun read. I had a blast reading it. Highly recommend it. Go with Lasher, sir.
Lasher, number 1, Extreme Carnage, 4 of 8. Part 4 of 8.
Yep.
And holy crap, we get women being impaled, and we get decapitations galore in this comic.
This is super violent for Marvel.
Page 1, woman being impaled. I'm like, whoa, this is a Marvel comic right now? Are we getting this?
Yeah, and it's the girl. It's Scream. It's Annie.
Scream. Yeah, and on top of that, key factor. We get a new symbiote.
Huge key.
Yes. Unbelievably huge. Yes.
Huge key. This makes it later in my top 10 because of the key factor in it. And the story was, to me, this was the most enjoyable story of all of them so far.
Yes, very fast-paced, very kinetic, a lot of fun, violent. I recommend this. This was good.
It's pretty good. I liked it. Okay, no, not mad at you for that one at all. Okay, number 9. Number 9.
Tankers, number 3.
Oh, that's number 9?
I got a lot better stuff.
Okay, so I got the Hulk. This is a great homage. Hulk was very unique this week.
Very unique. Yes, I agree. Yes.
It's the way the story's told. Giant splash pages with narration on the sides.
Yes.
And it's done very well. Al Ewing, he's number 9 and number 10. Really well done. The Hulk doesn't say a word. It's told strictly from the narrator's point of view.
Yeah, Jack McGee? Or
Jackie, yeah, the
I keep calling Jack the old TV show Jack
I know,
McGee.
right? Yeah, his companion, the reporter that joined way back when.
Issue 1.
Yeah, following the Hulk around this whole time. There's a big thing at the end. So we find out in the previous issue, remember, that the Hulk has left Bruce Banner in hell.
Yeah.
He left him. He basically told Betsy, like, I left him. So we kind of have like this is kind of like Joe Fix-It from what we gathered from last issue. This is the Joe Fix-It like Hulk. So Bruce is in hell. So they're going to get him. And by they, I mean the Hulk. And there's a small little twist in there. Yeah.
Or Jack McGee.
Yeah. But it's really good. The FF shows up briefly. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'll save my thoughts for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about Tankers, which I loved.
I loved it too. It is a great wrap-up issue. And it's a shame it's only 3 issues.
Oh, I want more. I want more.
Yes.
More.
This series was a lot of fun, and the last issue did not disappoint at all.
I want a Netflix cartoon series of what happens to them from the ending of this series for the next 20 years.
Yeah, it just sounds hysterical what they're going to do.
I want a 10 episode arc that spans 2 years in every series. Or sorry, a 10 series. I want so much more Tankers.
This was funny, awesome, and it has that degree of that RoboCop dark satire.
So much of it.
It just, if you love RoboCop and that dark satire, it's got this in spades.
So much of it.
Recommend all the way.
Yeah, mine's way higher up.
Okay.
And isn't the art amazing in this whole
It's
series?
fantastic. The art is fantastic in this. Yes.
We got this up on the website, guys. ComicSeliteComics.com. You can buy Tankers 1, 2, and 3. One's going very quickly. So get them while you can. You're going to want this series. Yeah. You're going to want this series. Stuff's going to be happening. These bad idea books are too good to not become something. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Next, number 8.
The Ocho.
The Ocho.
Crime Syndicate.
I got Hellions. Okay, so we talked about Hellions last issue as well. It was a man for Jew. It made it in my top 10. I love the villain. I keep forgetting his name, but the villain is so villainy. He is like the villain. Like, this guy is just straight up evil. He doesn't care. Well, in his mind, he's not evil. He's just supporting his side
people.
of the his people. Yeah. And Mr. Sinister he's a genius. He's a bumbling idiot. He's brilliant. He's stupid. He's all these things in one.
And
I love
sinister.
it. And he's super sinister. He betrays. Don't pick this up and try to read it as a solo issue.
No,
you'll be lost.
No. Yeah.
You need to go back.
You know what he did. You need to know
five issues. You got to go back 5 episodes and see what happened. Rewind. Because you missed a bunch of stuff.
It's Hellions.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, I'm going to say this now. I'm not a big fan of the X titles, but I'll say Hellions is probably the best one.
And I never in my life thought I'd be recommending a title called Hellions to anybody ever.
Yes.
And it's worth it. Very, very worth it. And they're alluding to something going on in Krakoa also when they come back. Yes, there's lots of cool stuff happening. So go with Crime Syndicate.
Crime Syndicate, final issue.
Yes.
Is a shame.
Oh, it's a shame.
So we get Ultraman versus Ultra Girl in this. And it does not go the way you think it will. Oh, man. This is essentially the Crime Syndicate's rise to power. This whole thing, we see them how they get to where they're at.
Yep.
And I love that later on we get glimpses of other characters who could be standing in their way later on.
Yep.
Like a possible the Jester, the Joker, who's a good guy in this world. So, but I loved it. It's so much fun. Brian Hitch backup origin stories in the back are good.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Check this out, guys. You gotta read it.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, next. Number 7. 7 is
Sinister War.
I have Avengers.
The Avengers.
Okay, so I have Sinister. So this is big key factor. New version of She-Hulk, and it's significant.
Yes.
Like, it's significant. She's not just an angry rage smash machine.
No.
This is significant.
I'm going to say this. I may or may not be saving my thoughts for this a little bit later on. I may say
I really liked this issue. I really liked it. I've been very, very hesitant of this World War She-Hulk stuff because just the balls to name it that World War She-Hulk after World War Hulk,
which was legendary.
Probably one of the best Hulk stories ever told. Yeah, it's so good.
No, like you have the statue.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm surrounded by Hulk stuff. This did not disappoint me at all. It's really good. Mm-hmm. The Avengers try to rescue her. They may or may not make it in time to save her.
I will say this. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. The one issue I have with this, they just kind of gloss over it. In the previous issue, Tony is like almost dead at the end of that previous issue. He gets maimed by the gorilla. You remember he's like he's all cut up, bloody, and you think he's like left for dead.
Oh yeah, because he betrayed him.
Yeah, and it's like whoa. And this issue just kind of glossed over that. I'm like,
yeah, all of a sudden he's better.
Yeah, it's like I got better.
Yeah. Okay, Sinister War. Go ahead.
Sinister War number 2, covered by Bagley I'm sorry, not Bagley. Brian Hitch. It's good. It's not great, but it's good.
Tight.
Yeah, it feels like it should be a rap cover, honestly, more than anything else.
It should be a rap cover.
So now there's
like
even
gangster rap, not like hip hop rap, like gangster rap.
Like Run DMC.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, bad joke.
No. All right. So now there's even more bad guys. Like everyone in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery is coming after him now, and we see that Kindred has essentially been masterminding this whole thing with all the villains. And
shocker.
Well, he makes a devil's bargain with them. What was going to happen? That's the big twist.
He kind of Suicide Squads him.
Yeah, he does, which is great. It's like, okay, we're gonna.
Yeah, he kind of Suicide Squads him a little bit. Yeah,
I love that little twist at the end, and this was damn good for me. I had a lot of fun reading this, and it's just great seeing Spider-Man just like he goes one way, he can't go there, just like he's being cornered in every single direction.
It was a meh for me because I just thought I wanted more. I felt like we're just, okay, there's lots of teams being gathered to get Spider-Man. Got it. And issue 2, there's lots of teams being gathered to get Spider-Man. Got it. Like, I'm not complaining about, I enjoyed it. I just wanted more. I'm really looking forward to issue 3. Yes. I think issue 3 is when it's really going to start running.
Well, probably actually part 3 is going to be the ASM.
Yeah. So that's right.
The next
I feel like they're still revving the engine. It's kind of what I feel like. They're still revving the engine. I'm excited for the engine to take off. Just stop revving the engine. Let's go. All right, next. We're on number 6. Number 6.
I've got the Immortal Hulk.
Lasher. I'm not going to talk about this again. New symbiote. It's key. Got to get it. Story's good. Lots of violent. Really cool. Got to get it. Really good. Got to get it. Lucio Prio cover. Got to get it. Go.
As Sean would say with the Immortal Hulk, this was so good.
Do I talk like that?
Ernie does. Ernie. Like I said, it's a different style of storytelling. Each page is it's like 3/4 of the splash page. I mean, the narration's off to the side.
Yeah.
What's going on from Jack McGee? I'm sorry, not the reporter. Jacqueline McGee. Whatever. It's Jack McGee. It's who it is.
She's a girl, man.
Yeah, I know.
She has boobies.
And so it's Avengers versus Hulk at the Baxter Building, and it's great. And I love seeing the parallel Al Ewing does with the Fantastic Four and the Hulk. How it's like what's above is not so below as well. Like the Hulk and the Fantastic Four, how they were transformed and their origins are completely different. And
he has a kind of underlying theme too. He's been saying like it's very poetic, like and very deep. He's like the Hulk. I'm gonna screw it up. The Hulk has fought every fight he's won every fight I just totally screwed it up. I just said I loved it and I can't remember it. The Hulk has fought every fight he's ever fought, and he's lost every fight he's ever fought, or it's something. I'm sorry, it's 11:30.
But yeah, he goes to the door, goes to hell, and that last double page where he's like monster distorted, all three body parts. I'm like, yes,
yep.
Bring it home. Bring home the bacon, Al Ewing. One more issue to go. I want to see some nasty monstrosity. I want to see limbs flying, like Cthulhu-type monsters in hell with the leader.
Yeah, there it is. Maybe every fight the Hulk has is the same fight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe every fight the Hulk loses is the same fight, too. It's just super cool. Like, Al Ewing is really dug into the Hulk and really kind of taking ownership of this character. I love it. Super good.
One more issue to go.
Yep, very excited. Yep. Okay, next, number 5. Suicide Squad.
Yeah, hey, look at that.
No, I have the big Suicide Squad.
The other.
You have the little tiny Suicide Squad. So we also kind of talked about this.
Yep.
It was in your mez, but that's okay. It's not a bad
two
thing.
reasons why, but it's not bad. It's just two reasons where I'm like,
So this, I'll echo this again real quick for you guys. This is a breath of fresh air because it's not like happy and light fresh air. It's a breath of like realism into the DC universe of these characters. It's violent. It's shocking. It's twisted. When they get closer, the closer they get to the Joker, the more insane things get, the more crazy we see things. But that's exactly what you would expect from a character like the Joker. And when he does finally make his appearance, it's like, oh my, holy crap.
Like I said, I'm going to say Clockwork Orange. If you've seen Clockwork Orange,
nuts.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's nuts. And it's really good. Even the banter between Jason Todd
and Amanda Waller's
really good.
Yes.
Jason Todd he's written very well.
Yes,
I really enjoy the whole issue. And I like the black. I wish all of DC Comics was Black Label so they could just tell real stories to adults in an adult world. Tell adult stories to adults in an adult world. Don't treat us like we're children, like garbage, like Spectacular Wonder Woman that's out there. Like, give us real stuff. Anyway, go for it.
So I'm just going to say this real quick. I don't want to spoil too much. The squad goes to Earth 3 to rescue Bloodsport and Black Siren. The fight does not go exactly as planned. And we have a unbelievably huge cliffhanger at the end.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
it's really cool.
Whoa. Yes. This has been so much fun. Suicide Squad and Crime Syndicate. I love them.
They go hand in hand. You got to read them.
You do.
You got to read them, guys. We keep preaching this to you every week. Read the Future State Suicide Squad, and then read the regular series of Suicide Squad that comes out after it, and Crime Syndicate. You won't be disappointed at all.
No,
you will not be disappointed. It's so good.
And I love this new Bloodsport costume he has with the skull mask or whatever underneath the bite. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that's him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a mask.
Oh, it is a mask.
Is it a mask?
It's a mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't, but yeah, it's a mask.
Super cool.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Number 4?
Number 4.
Are we up to 4 already?
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're making up time as
Yes,
the last one was too long. Oh, wait. Yeah, 4. Lucky Devil.
Swamp Thing.
Okay, I didn't do
6.
Swamp Thing. You're such a big Swamp Thing guy.
I'm a big Swamp Thing guy.
Okay, I love you had. This was a skipper for you, and you're insane because this was so good.
If you've read Wanted, you know the setup. You've got it.
Well, then
Boom.
if you read Suicide Squad, then you've read Sinister Six. There's similarities, but it's not the same.
There's no Spider-Man. There's no one person that's being
So
hunted.
this guy is down on his luck, and then all of a sudden he's really down on his luck. Like, people walk all over him. His wife's cheating on him.
Wanted. Yeah.
The setup is very wanted-y, yes. There's a dude down on his luck. But it's totally different because he gets possessed by a demon. And he gets these amazing powers. And he commits massive acts of violence on everybody. And then the spirit leaves him. But then he's left with the powers of the demon. He gets like a botched exorcism. So I'm super looking forward to this one. The next issue, it was a fun read. It's awesome. I love it. Cullen Bunn is so funny because he compared to Mark Millar, and I was thinking reading this, he's like the Mark Millar of the supernatural, paranormal kind of universe with this twisted, crazy stuff happening. I love Lucky Devil. Guys, give it a shot. I highly recommend it. I think it's fantastic. Go for Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, number 6.
This good cover.
This Matina cover is gorgeous with Swamp Thing and the Suicide Squad on there.
See if you can zoom in on that one.
Love
Go
it.
ahead.
So Mike Perkins is back on the art.
not.
Yes, finally. Pages 2 and 3 of this in particular, where we see
there you
Swamp Thing is being reborn and dying at the same time. It is horrifying.
Yeah.
You see his body being ripped apart and being put back together.
I didn't read it. Now I want to read
It is awesome. So the Suicide Squad has been sent in to get Swamp Thing, and I don't want to spoil too much about it once again because it's so much fun. And the art is flipping beautiful by Mark Perkins. The art in this is haunting, and I'm really curious to know what's going on with Parasite and what he's absorbing in the swamp.
I wish I could get into Swamp Thing. You're so into Swamp Thing. I wish I could get into Swamp Thing.
It is so damn good. It's a strong recommend. It is so much fun. Love it.
All right, ready to pull back out and get right to the next one. You ready? Okay, I need your Crime Syndicate copy because we only have one copy this week for some reason. So here's mine. It's Crime Syndicate.
This is number 3? All right.
Yeah, number 3.
We got Red Room.
Oh, you sick bastard. Okay, guys, Crime Syndicate, you got to get it. It's Ultraman versus Ultra Girl, Superman versus Supergirl, the twisted version of them. One thing I was disappointed in. I was disappointed in the way Ultra Girl got defeated. I wanted her to go down in much more violent fashion.
Me too. You know, I had a feeling from the beginning because the narration of this is from her Atomica's perspective.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling like she's going to be a major player at the end of this, with the takedown of this.
I tell you something. The ending of this is like, oh my god, it's kind of scary thinking about what they're putting poor Lex through.
Yes. He's not going to make it out of this. Probably.
No. It's so bad. Okay, go with the sick twisted.
So Red Room issue 1, I was relatively hard on. I should not have been.
You had a hard on reading it? Is that what you said? You said you were hard on.
Who told you?
So sick.
But when after recording it, I really took a step back and realized, because I am a big fan of Tim Vigil and Faust, and it's kind of hypocritical of me to say that on this. And it's like, because I like that art. I love the graphic art.
The art is great, but I don't like what he drew. It's too much for me.
You would not like issue 1 or issue 2. But the free comic book day one coming out.
Too much for me.
He's got a free comic book day one of this that's coming out.
Maybe not give that to any kids.
I know.
Parental advisory on this one.
So the setup of this issue, law enforcement has the guy who created this encryption software that the Red Room is using to kill people. And the government is releasing this guy so he can crack their software code so they can bring down the Red Room. But he's kind of hesitant about it. He's going to kind of string him along, say he's going to do it, but he's getting out free.
All I could focus on was all the terrible things they kept showing happening in the Red Room.
Honestly, what they showed in this issue is a cakewalk to issues 1 and 2.
It's just torture.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Snuff
it is.
porn.
Yes. I mean, it is like the movie Hostel, pretty much. But dialed up to 11.
Yeah, or any of the Saw movies or anything like that.
Yeah, and I'll say this: there is a big twist at the end of this for the software creator, and
I didn't even get that far.
Yeah, well, I loved it because I really enjoyed the series. I enjoy the very detailed and graphic art because I love Tim Vigil, I love Faust, and I love this stuff, and the series is kind of growing on me, and
Okay, alrighty then.
Maybe that's the only thing growing on me right now.
Yeah, some psychological therapy after reading those issues.
It's twisted stuff, but it's a lot of fun.
The Lot, number 2.
The Avengers. Okay. 47.
So The Lot, number 1.
Oh, I forgot to read that.
Number 1 was a tough read. Now it made it. It was one of my top 10 books, close to the very top.
I loathed it.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a very easy read. This issue 2 should have been issue 1 with the ease of read. I love this issue 100 times more than the first issue. The horror really comes out. It explains everything, and just where they set up issue 1, it picks right up, and you're off to the races. It's super, super good. They explain everything, what happens. They explained how all this crazy supernatural stuff is going on. It's everything you would hope from an issue number 2. It's everything you would hope for it. I bet if you went back and tried and read issue 1 and read issue 2, you would be like, yes, I like it again. Give it a shot. Don't give up. If issue 1 was tough to get through, don't give up on it, guys. Issue 2 is fantastic, even more fantastic. It's my number 2 book of the week. That's how much I loved it. I'm gonna read number 1 and number 2 again. I rarely do that. Go back and read books again. I'm gonna read both of them again. I absolutely loved it. Okay, go Avengers.
Avengers 47. So this is one of the first ones I read. Like normally, how it works for me when I read my stuff, I typically read what I think is going to be the worst stuff first. Then when I get to the good stuff, I'm like, oh, this is so damn good.
Now you're happy.
What's that?
Then you get happy.
Yes, exactly. This is one of the first ones I read. I was expecting a garbage fire, but this was so damn good.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
Yeah.
Is this the first appearance of the Iron Sniper mode?
Yeah, he's never had that. I mean, I guess it is that feature in his armor. Yeah,
it's a key. It's a key.
I guess it's a small key.
There are some very, very, very cool fight scenes in this, along with some cool trippy imagery of the Red Room trying to brainwash Jennifer Walters.
Yeah,
it's very disturbing stuff.
They're taking her down. It's so well, Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
It's so well written. I saw myself studying the pages of art, like, oh, cool, this is what's happening. Like, look at that.
Yeah, Javier Garron does a terrific job in this issue.
Yeah.
This is one of those issues. I would love to have the originals of this issue. They're fantastic.
That'd be cool.
But they're trying to break her, but they can't because she's mentally tougher than the usual girls going through.
They drop little hints too, like, oh man, she's been holding all this gamma inside of herself all this time. There's little things that they say where you're like, damn, like
this was surprisingly fun for me. Well illustrated and very violent.
Yes,
you see limbs ripped off. It is fantastic. I recommend. Yeah, cannot go wrong with this.
Yeah, she tears through him.
Yes.
Like, she's finally not a B-list Hulk.
No.
Like, she's, wow.
Yeah.
Excited.
Hulk in transition, yes.
Oh, if you need the lot, issue 1 and 2 are available on the website, comicselitecomics.com.
Say what?
All right, number 1.
Here we go. I know this is yours. This is yours, I know it.
Well, this is my number 1. What is that?
Transformers King Grimlock.
Oh, get this. Okay. Now, King Grim. All right, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Tankers. We already talked about Tankers. It's super good. It's my number 1 by a long shot. The art is super good. It's the perfect wrap up to the story. I want more Tankers. I want a series of this.
I want the toy playset,
Yes, I want to be able to build the tankers and have a little crazy dinosaur. Oh my god!
Like a fortified like a wall, they're trying to fight off the
oh my god! Like that'd be a really cool sideshow like diorama, wouldn't it be?
Yes, it would.
Anyway, this was super good. I can't recommend it enough. It's escapism at its best. You're gonna love tankers. Get all 3 issues are available on the website, comicselitecomics.com. Again, they're all cover price. You can only buy 1 copy of Tankers 3 at the moment. I think you can buy as many of 1 and 2 as you want to, but like I said, 1's going super fast. Okay, let's talk about Grimlock. So I missed this, and I'm very skeptical. Before you go into your rant about it, or your happy rant about it, I'm always super skeptical of the Transformers stuff because I've been burnt. I was such a big Transformers fan.
So am I. I've been burnt too. Beast Wars burnt me bad.
Oh, I've been burnt so many times by it. I'm super skeptical, and I missed this. I probably would have read this because I love the Dinobots.
Likewise, I love Grimlock.
I love Grimlock. Yes. Yeah. So go ahead, tell me.
Okay. So what?
How great this is.
So I found this on the table out there in the warehouse, and normally, like you, I've been burnt, so I'm like, I'm gonna read this first. I picked it up there at the table. And Seth and Reed were right next to me. I open it up, go to page 1. I'm like, what? I literally say, what the fuck? Out loud. I'm like, this art, the interior art in this issue. I'm saying it now. Arguably, some of the best Transformers interior artwork I've ever seen in my life.
That's a tall order. That's a tall order.
Some of the best Transformers interior art I've ever seen in my life. This is one of the best illustrated Grimlocks Optimus Primes I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You want to show the readers?
No, not yet.
I love this issue.
Tuesday.
This issue, the setup.
The colors make it. The colors make it.
Yes.
Steve Orlando's writing this?
Yeah, he wrote this. There you go.
Steve Orlando, you go, sir.
So, we have Optimus Prime and Grimlock at the Musical City. They're standing off the McCannibals from trying to take out the civilians. And Grimlock saves Optimus Prime from getting sucked up by these green bands. So he lets himself get sucked up by them. He winds up on another planet. And he's been sent there to this planet by these mystics to dethrone this evil dude, which is the only way he can be sent back to where he's from, his people. Grimlock says no. And he says, fight them yourself. The only way you can be strong, fight them yourself. Boom! Yes!
That is pretty good.
Do you see why I love this? This is Transformers at its best. Boom! Right there. Look at that page. Look at that.
Man, this is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about just fun escapism? This comic brought the house down. I loved it. This is how you do Grimlock. This is how you do the Transformers justice.
Oh, man. This is so cool. Yeah, I love this, man. This is great.
The art, like I said, the art alone in this comic is
just thumbing through it. I'm impressed. This is fantastic. Good for you, Steve Orlando and Mr. Padilla.
Yes. What's the artist name?
Augustin Padilla.
Augustin Padilla.
And Jeremy Caldwell with the colors.
Bravo, sirs. Bravo.
And Augustin must be inking his own stuff because no inking credit. So Augustin, inker and penciler, and Jeremy Caldwell with the colors. These colors are fantastic.
If you guys got the original of these pages, I want these pages. I seriously want these pages. They're fantastic.
Good find.
Yes.
Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you.
Transformers, King Grimlock #1. And there's a big twist at the end. I don't want to spoil it.
I saw it.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah. I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been a fun week.
Yes.
This has been a fun week. Even the Mez were not too May. They were really solid. I usually could have had a solid 16.
Yeah, and the skippers for me, there weren't that many skippers. I had like 3. And it's like,
there was a lot of crap this week. Okay, so you guys, Wednesday, don't miss it. Batman 89, Carla Cohen, limited to 3,000. There's a KOA for the minimal trade dress. You know what to do. We'll end it on the close-up image, guys. Thanks for watching. We got a giveaway video coming at you this week. You can win all my top 10 picks. You can win my top 10 picks. And you know what? I'll throw in a set of the exclusive for the show, also for MegaCon.
That's huge.
All you got to do is comment your like number, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when we do giveaways and stuff like that. And that's it.
Buy what you like.
Buy what you like. Collect what you want. Don't listen to the haters. Have a great night.